Yeah, Mr. Achyuta Rao. I'm here. Mr. Achyuta Rao.
చూడు
Mr. Rao, I have a few questions. Mr. Rao, here on the right side. Here.
Yeah, hi. Yeah,
I have a couple of questions.
yep,
You said Dallas, Dubai, and Hyderabad.
yeah.
Are there any more expansion plans to other cities? First of all, congratulations for your
Thank you.
lovely project. Secondly, Hyderabad, which was showing a boom in the real estate market, has now slowed down because the report says that there has been a drop in sales by 42% during the last quarter. So what exactly is your take on that about the real estate project? And secondly, there is no affordable housing anymore available in Hyderabad. So that has reduced people coming forward from buying such expensive houses.
All right.
Could you just
Yeah.
throw some light on that?
See, your first question is like, getting into other...
Expansion. Yeah.
Your thought...
Expansion. Are you planning to expand to other
Yeah,
cities?
exactly. First
also?
question is regarding that, we are expanding into other states. Like 2026, we are in Vijayawada and Vizag. So we are into Andhra Pradesh also. 2026, we are expanding to Dubai also, from contractor to property developer. And we have plans to get into Pune sometime last quarter of 2026.
Okay.
And when it comes to your next question, which is
Affordability.
affordability and housing, we are in Kollur, and Kollur is 10 minutes away from financial district and 10 minutes away from Neopolis and Kokapet. And if you are looking at the prices of that area and prices of Kollur, which are significantly low, like I would say less than 50% of Neopolis price, less than 50% of Kokapet price, less than 50% of financial district price. And it is only 10 minutes away. Hyderabad builders are, pretty good compared to other states builders, because we operate on very low margins and very affordable pricing structure only, compared to Bangalore, compared to Pune, and I have worked as a contractor in those areas, and I know I've seen the prices in that area also. And moreover, we don't feel like the market is slowed down or whatever, because our sales are good. And
That's a report from one of the
I
real
know,
estate
that's what I explained to you.
company. Okay.
See, if you are in the vicinity of, affordable housing for affordable people, if the property price is less than 1 crore, 1.5 crore, the market is really good even now also. We are in that bracket. Like my customers are 95% of the people who are in IT industry and who are in, normal employment. Like, if a wife and husband, if they are working and if they are getting around 70,000 to 80,000 salary, they can afford our home. So that is how, we designed our projects. That is how we designed our amenities. That is how we designed our overall concepts and everything. And people are pretty happy, and our sales are good, and we are very happy. We don't feel that pinch of, market is bad or whatever. And our sales are good, and our projects are going on good.
So what is a USP? Because each builder, each developer is coming one up the other, offering world-class amenities. So what's different about your project?
See, the difference is, it started coming up from my daughter, in fact. Anuvita is my daughter,
All right.
and she is basically a sports girl.
Nice name, in fact.
Yeah, thank you. And she's studying 10th class in US right now, and she plays volleyball.
Okay.
She's a 5 feet 10 inch tall girl now, and she plays soccer. She used to play basketball, and somehow she lost interest in basketball, and now she moved on to soccer.
Okay.
She always spends time on ground, And she always pleads with me regarding that, saying you need to bring all the kids from gadgets to gardens. And whenever she wanted to play with her cousins, her friends, or whoever, they tend to spend most of the time in gadgets only. So whenever she talks to me, whenever she tells me, she always pleads and she always tells, bring them from gadgets, bring them out from gadgets. So that is what has become a sort of thought for me. And if you talk about our buildings, we don't do any apartments in ground floor. This is a common, unique phenomena for all our projects. We don't do apartments in first two levels of any of the project. So if we are doing a project in 15 acres, the entire 15 acres is it's like a thick garden, thick amenities, thick forest, and we don't keep any terraces open. We don't keep any terraces empty. We design all the amenities, all the gardens, all the facilities on terrace also. All our terraces are green terraces. And if you look at any project, if they have amenities of maybe 50,000 square feet clubhouse or 100,000 square feet clubhouse, our amenities are something like 300,000, 400,000, more than 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs square feet of amenities in below the towers, above the towers, and on podium levels, and in clubhouses. So we wanted to be unique that way only. If you look at our Hainan project, we have a 1 mile walking track on terraces, which is above 30th floor. We are learning from our customers only. Like, whenever customer comes to us, they enlighten us, they talk to us, they do a lot of survey from various projects. They come and tell about our project, why they have decided to buy in our property. So we are constantly implementing those things. We learn from them and we constantly implement those things in our upcoming projects in Muttangi and Kollur area.
So this particular project that you're talking about is, could you throw some light on what exactly it is? How many towers are coming up and by what time will be the handover?
Yeah, Ivana is, it's 6 towers. The first 2 towers are 15 floors and the remaining 4 towers are 36 floors. First 2 towers are consisting of 450 apartments and we handed over last month. People are living in those apartments and they're pretty happy. And the remaining 4 towers the construction is happening in full swing and we're going to hand over early next year the first 2 towers and early 2028 the remaining 2 towers.
Okay.
So within this 2 years period, I mean, before March 27, around 700 apartments, and before March 28, another 700 apartments in Ivana project, including all clubhouses and amenities and everything. So by March 28, Ivana is going to be complete, and it's going to be 1,850 families for us in Ivana. And we are working on Hainan project also. That is 9 towers, and each tower is 9 apartments and 30 floors. We started 5 towers now, and we're going to hand over these 5 towers by 2027, end of 2027.
So this would be something like a premium project?
Say again, please.
No, the second project that you were talking about, is that something like a luxury project or
See,
premium?
we provide, I would say everything is a luxury, every project is luxury, but it is affordable. I would again say it is affordable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your luxury segment is also affordable? is what
Affordable,
you're
yeah.
saying? Okay. Just one last question. There has been oversupply of apartments in Hyderabad. Not many takers are there in many projects.
Yeah.
How do you think is the real estate actually behaving in Hyderabad, according to your perspective?
See, we have been talking to professionals. Like all my projects are surveyed by JLL. My PMC, project management consultant, is JLL. We take inputs from them and we take constant survey reports from them. Right now they are telling, there is a constant migration of people from other parts of the India to Hyderabad. Still that positive migration is there even today also. And they are telling us always, a lot of people are migrating from inside the city, which is from standalone buildings from other parts of the world to the gated communities. So that is also happening even now. So that is the reason I'm telling. I mean, our sales are good, so we differ from some of the thoughts with some of the survey agencies that market is slowed down, and the supply is oversupply.
So anything in villas as well? Are you planning some villas?
Yeah. We started one villa project in north side of Hyderabad in Medchal. and it's a differently designed villa project, yeah.
Sir, you have mentioned that you got occupancy certificate an early year, right?
Yeah.
So how did that happen? And usually occupancy certificate తీసుకున్న తర్వాత ఎప్పుడు హ్యాండ్ ఓవర్ చేస్తారు?
See, to be honest, you know, the building is ready long back. We applied for occupancy. Just because we don't have approach road, proper approach road to the project, we were waiting for it, and once we got the approach road done, we got the occupancy certificate from local authorities. And the building is handed over. I think, see, we got the occupancy on 31st of last month, and around 20 families already moved into the building. People are living in building already, and remaining people are working on their interiors.
సార్ హైదరాబాద్లో రికార్డు స్థాయిలో భూముల ధరలు వెళ్తున్నాయి. రాయదుర్గంలో 177 crore per acre, కోకాపేటలో 151 crore per acre. ఇంత హై రేంజ్లో భూముల ధరలు పెరిగితే రియల్ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ దానిపైన ఎటువంటి ప్రభావం ఉంటుంది, మెయిన్గా అఫోర్డబుల్ హౌసింగ్ పైన ఎటువంటి ఎఫెక్ట్ ఉంటుంది అనుకుంటున్నారు?
See, if you are talking about 177 crores, 150 crores. See, before that, you know, we bought with 100 crores. The guy sitting next to you, he bought with 100 crores, along with Rajapushpa. See, the land component in Hyderabad, like, you know, we have a pretty beautiful, what you call, GO of constructing 400,000 square feet per acre, 500,000 square feet per acre. I differ with that, to be honest. I mean, I don't build that much density. Wherever we build, we don't cross more than 300,000 or 320,000 square feet per acre. Even the 300, 320 also, I feel very high. But because we have to be with other builders, we at least, you know, build that much so that we are also in affordable range with them. See, land component is like, you know, if you are buying with 177 crores and if you are building 6 lakh, 7 lakh square feet area, the land component is nothing like, you know, it comes something like, you know, 1,500 or 1,200 per square feet. 177 crores is, it is bought in Rayadurgam, and where the sale price is 15,000 to 20,000 rupees per square feet. If you are selling at 15,000, 20,000, and if the land price is 1,500 per square feet, 22,000 per square feet, which is nothing practically. That is the reason, you know, the prices are going up. If the government is not allowing to build that much area, nobody is going to buy at 177 crore or 100 crores or 150 crores. Just because we have that GO, just because we are building that much, yeah, they're you know, daring to buy at that prices. That's all.
కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ అంతా మొత్తం వెస్ట్ సైడే ఎక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు కొత్తగా ఫ్యూచర్ సిటీ కన్స్ట్రక్షన్ కాబోతుంది, అది ఎఫెక్ట్ ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ పైన?
I mean, I'm in Hyderabad from 1987. I mean, I first came to Hyderabad in 1987. Since then, I've been very closely associated with Hyderabad, though I went to Bombay for 10 years and Dubai for 15 years. Then again, I'm back in Hyderabad. Hyderabad is having a constant history of growing towards west side. So this is what I personally feel like, you know, when I first came to Hyderabad, you know, Vanasthalipuram used to be 3,000 rupees per square yard, and Jubilee Hills was 700 rupees per square yard those days. Now Jubilee Hills more than 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs per square yard, and Vanasthalipuram is 30,000, 40,000 per square yard. So I think, I personally feel, because of water, that is the reason Hyderabad is growing towards west side. It has problems in other sides, like one side is fully with the fluoride water, another side is because of soil, and another side is because of you know, a lot of demographical things, a lot of other things, communal things and all. So maybe because of those reasons, you know, west side is growing very fast. Main thing, I attribute that to water and security. Yeah. We are selling at 7,000 per square feet. We started with 5,500 and we reached 7,000 right now. So last 4 years, last 3.5 years, we moved from that to this one. Yeah.
సార్, మిడిల్ క్లాస్ పీపుల్స్కి విలేజెస్లో ఉన్న వాళ్ళకి సో హై రేంజ్ విల్లాస్ కానీ చూస్ చేసుకునే ముందు టీవీ యాడ్స్ అండ్ పేపర్ యాడ్స్లో బిగ్గెస్ట్ యాడ్స్ అవన్నీ చూస్ చేసుకుంటారు. సో అట్లాంటి వాటిలో చాలామంది రియల్ ఎస్టేట్ సమస్యలు బోర్డులు తిప్పేసినవి ఉన్నాయి. సో వాటి గురించి మిడిల్ క్లాస్ ఫ్యామిలీస్కి మీ ద్వారా ఏం చెప్పదలుచుకుంటున్నారు?
I suggest all the people, not only middle class, all classes, whatever I mean, to buy, you know, whatever the project which is approved, basically. Kollurlo దగ్గర 5,000 crores worth of pre-sale జరిగింది. I know I have been associated with a couple of projects. Police కొంతమంది రిక్వెస్ట్ చేస్తున్నారు కొన్ని ప్రాజెక్ట్స్ చేయమని చెప్పని. Lot of my customers, are requesting us to take over those projects and execute. They went and requested police to bring Anvita on board on those projects. చూస్తున్నాం మేము కూడా అంటే I mean we're also victims of some of those people. We're also victims of some of those false, promises. జరుగుతున్నాయి మార్కెట్లో అందరూ చూస్తున్నారు. మిడిల్ క్లాస్ ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు మేము 7,000 అమ్ముతున్నాం, ఎవరన్నా 3,000 అంటే కొనుక్కుంటారు వెళ్ళి. చాలామంది ల్యాండ్స్ అద్దెకు తీసుకుంటున్నారు, గోశాల పెడతామని లీజుకి తీసుకుంటున్నారు, ₹1 కోటి అడ్వాన్స్ ఇచ్చి ల్యాండ్ అగ్రిమెంట్స్ చేసుకుని దాన్ని డిజైన్ చేసి ప్రీసేల్ చేస్తున్నారు. లాట్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్స్ ఆర్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ ఇన్ సిటీ అండ్ సఫరింగ్. అవన్నీ ఆపాలి, మీరు వర్క్ చేయాలి దాని మీద. మీడియా హ్యాస్ టు వర్క్ ఆన్ దట్. I request, I appreciate if you guys are working on those things.
Just one last
Yes, ma'am.
question.
Yeah, ma'am.
There have been a lot of fraudulent practices by very good developers in the city itself.
I didn't get it.
Fraudulent practices by developers and builders in the city itself. Good brands. So that is, kind of pushing people away now from investing as an investor.
చెయ్యదండి. You are telling, good brands. No good brand is doing those things. We are
No, there
contractors.
are one or two names which have, they may not have done it deliberately, but, there
I'll
have been
explain
some
you, I'll explain.
problems. Yeah.
See, I'm a property developer. I'm not interested to do any pre-sale. I'm not interested to do any sales without local authority approvals. But what is happening is my landlords comes, it's a giant development project. A lot of people, a lot of landlord comes to us saying, we cannot wait till such time you build and hand over these things. That builder is selling, this landlord is selling at that price, that landlord is selling at that price. If you don't cooperate and if you don't allow us to do these things, then we will be left over. And they insist us to help them out. We don't do that. Then again, they'll request us for quite some time, and when we refuse, then they go and start selling on their own. A lot of marketing companies are in town, and they are going and requesting to give areas to them, and they are going to market and they are selling them. We are also constant victims of those things. Like my landlords on one project, they sold a lot of area. So because of that, we are suffering. So this practice is going on from quite some time in this place. So as a developer, we have to accept. No good brand, no serious property developer will think of doing it, honestly.
Any more questions from the media? All right. So,
Done?
thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. And please help us out. Please, ma'am. Yeah. Thank you guys.
ఈరోజు అన్విత గ్రూప్ కొత్త అడ్వర్టైజ్మెంట్కి విచ్చేసిన మీడియా మిత్రులందరికీ కూడా హార్టీ థ్యాంక్స్ అండ్ కంగ్రాచులేషన్స్ టు ద బోర్డ్ ఆఫ్ డైరెక్టర్స్ యాజ్ వెల్. We wish you success. Thank you.